have for you a message from the book Conversations with God by Neil Donald Walsh. And we're just gonna, what is here? It looks like the question is, why? Not much context there. It is because people have lost touch with, if they ever were in touch with, the purpose of relationships. When you lose sight of each other as sacred souls on a sacred journey, then you cannot see the purpose, the reason behind all relationships. The soul has come to the body and the body to life for the purpose of evolution. You are evolving. You are becoming. And you are using your relationship with everything to decide what you are becoming. Ooh, I like that. This is the job you came here to do. This is the joy of creating self, of knowing self, of becoming consciously what you wish to be. It is what is meant by being self-conscious. You've brought yourself to the relative world so that you might have the tools with which to know and experience who you really are. Interesting. Who are you? Who you are is who you create yourself to be in relationship to all the rest of it. Your personal relationships are the most important elements in this process. Your personal relationships are therefore holy ground. They have virtually nothing to do with the other, yet, because they involve another, they have everything to do with the other. This is the divine dichotomy. This is the closed circle. So it is not such a radical teaching to say, blessed are the self-centered, for they shall know God. It might not be a bad goal in your life to know the highest part of yourself and to stay centered in that. Your first relationship, therefore, must be with yourself. You must first learn to honor and cherish and love yourself. You must first see yourself as worthy before you can see another as worthy. That is huge. You must first see yourself as blessed before you can see another as blessed. You must first see yourself to be holy before you can acknowledge holiness in another. If you put the cart before the horse, as most religions ask you to do, and acknowledge another as holy before you acknowledge yourself, you will one day resent it. If there is one thing none of you can tolerate, it is something being holier than thou. Yet your religions force you to call others holier than thou. And so you do it for a while. Then you crucify them. You have crucified, in one way or another, all of my teachers, not just one. And you did so not because they were holier than thou, but because you made them out to be. My teachers have all come with the same message, not I am holier than thou, but you are as holy as I am. Because we're all connected to God. This is the message you have not been able to hear. This is the truth you have not been able to accept. And that is why you can never truly, purely fall in love with another. You have never truly, purely fallen in love with yourself. And so I tell you this, be now and forever centered upon yourself. Look to see what you are being, doing, and having in any given moment, not what's going on with another. It is not in the action of another, but in your reaction that your salvation will be found. Damn, that's some wise stuff right there. I think some people's reaction immediately might be that, hey, that sounds kind of self-centered, and that sounds kind of narcissistic, and that sounds like you're putting yourself, in the role of God. But the more life I experience, the more I truly learn that in order to unconditionally love other people, we have to first unconditionally love ourselves. We have to understand and know that we are worthy, and we have to recognize the love within ourselves and for ourselves, and that everything we seek externally is already within. And we are connected to everything, which is a beautiful thing, including God. We are connected to God. There's some things that you just can't explain, and I believe that has to do with God. Why is your gut intuition reaction pretty much always right? Like, what is that? How can we explain that?